Welcome to the Albert and Billy show. I'll get Papa's microphone close to him because I have to do that every week for you.
Well,
you want people to hear you, don't you?
That's the reason I'm here.
And we're getting ready to be part of the big fall festival, which you guys are going to get to see. We'll be filming all that just for you guys. We'll be filming that tonight and tomorrow. I'll be in the dunk booth. Can't wait for that. Not. I just hope the water isn't too cold.
It's going to be cool tomorrow.
I know. I'll probably have pneumonia or something, Allie.
Cooler.
Papa's going to get to throw the first ball.
I got to pay $5 for the...
I'd say something tells me you won't have to do that. But,
yeah, but if I get to throw and dunk you, I want to pay for it.
Okay. But I get to see all that. The TV viewers will get to see every bit of that. Radio listeners, remember, it kicks off tonight. It's the cruise. Tonight is called the kickoff to the Fall Festival. It's going to be an event from 5 to 9 p.m. tonight, right here in downtown Pikeville. It's the last cruise in of the year. That'll be from 5 to 7. We got the music on the Main Street stage. The band 4 on the floor will be performing, and me and Papa are going to be judging some contests. I really don't know on the dance contest. I don't know if we're the judge for that or not. We are. We do costume and dance. This is going to be funny.
Funny?
Yeah, we don't know nothing about dance.
I can't even spell dance.
Yeah, that's going to be funny to see on TV. But, guys, if you're thinking about entering these contests, there is a good prize if you win. $100 cash to the winners.
I might learn to dance.
I know. Maybe we need to take up some dance lessons. All the contests are sponsored by Mayor Cagle. So that is tonight, and then radio listeners, tomorrow is the actual Fall Festival. You don't want to miss this event. It's the 30th annual Fall Festival. They've worked very, very hard on this. We're seeing the decorations now in downtown Pikeville. It kicks off tomorrow. What time, Allie? Is it 9:30? And I will be in the dunk booth at 10:30, and I'll be in there for an hour. And then there's, I think, 5 other people that's going to be in the drunk tank. Listen at me. The drunk tank. The dunk booth. There we go.
Oh boy.
I don't think we'll be drunk. But the dunk booth, 5 other people will be in there. I know of Mayor Greg Ridley, Howard Upchurch, Thomas DeGennaro, Andy Billingsley,
And you.
and me. And I think that's the 5 that's going to be in it. Papa's going to be judging a pie eating contest. Lucky you. You'll enjoy every minute of that.
Both of them. All of a pumpkin and all of an apple.
Oh, man. You got the good gig on this. I get to fall in water and you get to eat pie all day.
Wait till you get 84.
And the Glow Run is tomorrow night, radio listeners. You don't want to miss that as part of the Fall Festival. It's an awesome event. That starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. You don't want to miss that. And several people will be performing music tomorrow night. There'll be all kinds of vendors set up. They're giving away a lot of free prizes.
Bicycles.
And bicycles like every hour, I believe.
They've got a booth set up over there.
Wow.
Just to pick up your backpack and your bike.
That's awesome. So you don't want to miss this event, guys. Come out and support the Fall Festival. This is an important event that we need to keep going here in Pikeville. So come out and support it. Kicks off tonight and continues tomorrow all day long. All-day event, so looking forward to that.
Number 30.
30th annual, that's right. And I want to tell you just a little bit about this. We'll cover it more. We'll be a part of it once again. On October 26th is the next Boo Bash, and it'll be right here in downtown Pikeville as well. Me and Papa are once again the judges for the Boo Bash. It'll be from 5 to 8 p.m. on the 26th of October. There'll be a haunted hayride, games, trunk or treat, and of course the big costume contest that me and you judge. So we'll give you more details about that though in the coming weeks. And Papa, you have an announcement.
I have an announcement to make about the Al-Anon meeting.
Yes.
It's going to be, well, every Saturday. So
That's right.
It starts at 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's a good event.
The place you
Good
need
thing
to
they do.
go is Highway 30 West. Mount Crest Methodist Church will be immediately on your right after you drive about 12 or 14 miles. And if you're coming from Crossville, you take 101 on Lantana, and it's about 20 miles. And different ways to get there, but anyway, it's what the organization is for the relatives and the friends of alcoholics. That's that's how they came up with the name Al-Anon.
Oh,
But,
yeah, that's right.
This is a good organization
Yes.
because
It helps
it's
the
good.
families.
It's good to know that you're not alone.
That's right.
That
And I'm
someone's
glad
in
they
there
do
with
this.
you.
Yes, and that's not just for the person struggling. That's for the families.
It's for the
it gives
families.
them encouragement and advice on how to deal with it. So that's a good thing that they do.
And you can't tell me that alcoholic might not be proud that somebody's on his side too.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's pulling for him.
That's exactly right, because they need that.
Yeah.
They need that. All right, Papa, it's time for your famous trivia.
Trivia. I love. But you know,
They start
trivia.
calling it Albert's Random Trivia.
Trivia sounds so lighthearted and non-essential, just like it's frivolous. But let me tell you, it takes a lot of time to get these down.
I bet.
So
I bet, because
You
I can
listen.
just tell by the ones you come up with. I'm always wondering, where in the world did that come from?
I sometimes wonder myself. But now, these are not necessarily to stump you, Billy. I want the people out there that are listening
Yeah,
to let it stump them, just
Yeah.
maybe for a few seconds. And
I
then,
hope it does.
Then it might, a light bulb might go on in their mind, and I remember that. I got that
Yeah.
in the 3rd grade. You know,
I get told all the time that people love answering your trivia at home when they're watching or listening to us on the radio.
Really?
Yeah, they enjoy your trivia.
Okay.
So I'm glad somebody's enjoying it.
Now this one is tricky. So listen. What word in 3 syllables combines 26 letters?
The alphabet.
How'd you know that?
Because, honestly, 26 letters are in the alphabet.
I gave
If that
too much
guessed
of a
it-
clue. Didn't
No,
I?
you didn't. No, you didn't. I appreciate that clue. I wouldn't have got it without it.
I don't know how in the world I came up with that. Okay.
Me neither.
Number
Me
2.
neither.
To what man do all men take their hats off to?
Lifeline.
To what man do all men take their hats off to?
God.
No.
Oh.
Well, you should.
Okay. What? A man they take their hats off.
Or woman. It could be a woman. But you
A
take.
beautician or something?
Oh, not a beautician, but a
Barber?
barber. I got to thinking, some barbers are women. I
Yeah.
recognize that, and I said, are women. Take your hat off when you go and get your hair cut.
That is a terrible clue.
I said it might be a little tricky. Anyway, where
Look at our producer's face.
I want to ask a question.
You even confused my lifeline, Papa.
Where are happiness and contentment always to be found? Happiness and contentment, you can find them every time. People want happiness. People want
Sure.
contentment.
Right.
So where are you going to get it? Where are you going to find it? Every time you want it. Every time you need it.
God.
In the dictionary.
Papa! Dadgummit! No, that was definitely a trick question. That was just wrong.
I was really proud of that one. Okay.
That was so wrong.
What,
Okay.
what is the difference between an old dime and a new penny?
What is the difference between an
The
old...
difference between an old dime and a new penny.
Did an old dime used to be worth 1 cent or something?
Take it at face value. Dime, penny. What's the difference?
That's another great clue, I tell you.
What's the difference?
There's 9 cents difference.
9 cents. Thank you, Billy.
Okay.
Don't matter if it's an old dime or a new dime. The difference between a dime and a penny, 9 cents.
Ooh, yeah, you worked hard on these.
What time is What time is it when your clock strikes 13?
1 o'clock.
I said when it strikes 13.
I didn't know it struck 13.
Well, what time is it?
1,300 hours would be 1 o'clock.
Yeah. 1,300.
But if your clock strikes 13,
Oh my goodness.
what time is it?
It's broke. Your clock is broke.
Yeah.
It's time to get it fixed. It's broke.
Are you kidding
It's
me?
broke. It's broken. Not broke. It's broken.
God.
These are getting ridiculous, aren't they? Okay.
Oh man.
Give me the name of Trigger's rider. Who's riding on Trigger? What cowboy?
Pipeline.
Trigger. One of the most famous horses.
The Lone Ranger.
No.
No, his horse is Silver.
That's right.
Tonto's horse is Scout. Hopalong Cassidy's horse is Topper.
Butch
This
Cassidy. Ain't that somebody in those movies?
Trigger was one of the most.
It's the awesome movies.
Trigger.
Is
It-
Trigger the answer?
Trigger's the horse. What's his famous cowboy's name that rides Trigger? Has a wife named Dale Evans.
Oh, well, I know you're talking about. That should count for something. I just can't think of his name.
Yeah.
Oh, my lifeline don't know. Let's see. Dale
His
Evans.
initials are R.R. Then Dale, that was his
Roy
wife-
Rogers.
Roy Rogers.
Woo.
Dale was his wife's name, but then she married him. Okay.
Man,
An
Butch
old
Cassidy is something to do with cowboys, right?
Oh,
And
Butch
the Sundance
Cassidy, yeah.
Kid. Okay.
that was a movie, I think, or a television.
I think so.
Okay, in olden times, when people wrote with pens, what was the name of the book copier? Who copied?
Publisher?
Old
Copyright.
time. Back in biblical days. Old time.
I'm not going to know. A scribe.
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 Yeah. Scribe, scribble. Oh well. So much for that.
You're
Okay.
on a roll this week, let me tell you.
Breakfast bread. Two kinds.
Biscuit? The biscuit?
I said two kinds.
Oh.
Biscuit and,
Croissant?
well, croissant is more of a sweet bread, isn't it? Croissant. Okay, I'll accept croissant. I don't ever eat croissant for breakfast.
Toast.
Toast. I don't believe God made toast. I think Satan made toast.
I take it you're not a toast fan.
No, I want biscuits. I go get my biscuit every morning, buddy.
The devil makes toast.
It pays off. Harold Wheeler brought me a jar of grape jelly one morning. He brought me a jar of apple jelly one morning.
Apple jelly. I was telling you, I've not had that in a long
He
time.
made it out of the peels.
Okay.
Where he peeled the apples, that's what he made his jelly out of. And the pulp out of the apple, he put into apple butter.
I like apple butter too. That's some good
All right.
stuff.
The tiniest ammo that is available is called a
That would be a BB gun.
BB.
Okay.
BB. I used to be able to kill
Man.
big animals with my BB gun.
Big animals.
I thought,
Yeah. I did kill some squirrels with a BB gun though.
come on,
Yeah.
you actually could
Long
kill
time
them.
ago. Yeah, BB got it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, an alphabet trio. What goes
ABC.
together? Boy,
That's the only thing I could guess.
it took me 84 years to think of that, and you got it in 2 seconds. The white part, and I cut meat for 18 years. I know this is true. The white part of a beef. What do you call the white part?
The fat.
The fat. It's called suet. Suet is the correct name.
Okay, now come on.
But if you see fat, listen, if you see fat in a steak before you cook it, it's called marbling.
Really?
Called marbling. The fat is actually in the content of the...
You always find a way to get the word marble in this show, don't you?
I did admit it was a game.
You did, finally.
I had to. I said it was a marble tournament.
You did.
Okay. Next to the last one.
Thank God.
One rotation of Earth on its axis is called what?
One rotation, no.
Is called a what? You make a complete cycle.
Oh, like that's a whole day, maybe?
A day. A day.
I was about to say a day or a year or something.
No, every day.
Okay. Well, these are trick questions, I'll tell you.
That's no trick.
Well, it made me think, that's for sure.
Okay, a black and white treat in a cookie. Black and white.
Oreo?
Oreo, buddy, you are good. You are good.
Those were the most random trivia questions you've ever come up with. You set a record today, Papa.
I was surprised you got some of those.
Well, my lifeline had to help me on some of them. Them were crazy.
But you see, Billy, I don't plan them.
Yeah. Trust me, I can see that.
There's the next week's. I've already got them down. As they come to me, I write them down.
Oh, trust and I believe you.
This book is full.
Believe you.
This book is full, and I've already started on nothing.
Some of them clues are like, really?
Okay. You ready for sports?
Yeah.
Sports of all sorts?
After that, I am, yes.
Well, I want to give you a little bit
Hey,
of...
good news for UT. They didn't lose Saturday.
Didn't we?
Didn't lose,
We
did
played, though, didn't we?
Nope.
Oh.
That's why we didn't
So
lose.
we didn't lose. I want to give you a little bit of a quiz. I want to give you the last name of a baseball player or a sports figure. And you give me their first name.
Okay. Gosh, more trivia. Okay.
Reese. Played for the Dodgers. Shortstop.
I don't know. You'd know
Pee-wee.
that. Pee-wee or Reese. Never.
Robinson.
Gosh.
You never heard of a Robinson. There were two really stand out.
Baseball.
Baseball. One of them played with the Dodgers, one of them played with Baltimore. Jackie Robinson.
Jackie's the one I was trying to think
and
of.
Brooks Robinson. They made a movie about Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
Number 42.
No, I would have never got the second one.
Brooks. They turned Ingle Stadium into the place over there where they made that movie.
Wow.
You didn't know that?
No.
Ingle Stadium is where they filmed that.
Oh.
But they they revamped it to make it look like Ebbets Field in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty cool.
It was. Ford. Don't say Chevrolet.
No, will you tell me what
was
sport it is?
Baseball, but he was a pitcher, but you wouldn't
I
know
don't
that.
know.
That's back in the 40s and 50s.
Okay.
Whitey Ford.
And you really thought I'd know that?
Now this man, Killebrew, is his last name. He played at Chattanooga over here and was called up to the Washington Senators and became a very prolific home run hitter.
I thought this was just going to be sports questions.
Okay.
So far, they're all about baseball.
Well, his name was Harmon. Williams. Sure you can think of a Williams.
Wait. Instead of having a comeback to Billy's question, you just told me
I know. Well, his name was Harmon.
Harmon.
You should have been saying,
Killebrew.
you should have been explaining to me why it's all about baseball. You didn't say it was baseball trivia.
Okay, what about Williams?
Let me guess another baseball player.
You gotta have heard of a Williams.
Yeah, Venus and Serena. That's sports.
Ted Williams had the highest batting average of any individual ever played baseball.
Yeah, no, I remember that now.
You got to have heard Ted Williams.
I did.
And he put, in 1941, he was at the peak of his career, and he went into the military.
Wow.
And gave up
Did he have to?
gave up his peak years.
Well, maybe.
And came right back and picked right up where he left off.
That is amazing. So
Okay.
he was drafted, though.
Yeah. Football. Well, you said Tennessee didn't lose.
They didn't. They didn't play, so technically I'm right.
Well, they've been off 3 out of the last 4 Saturdays.
They've
anyway.
been off all year. You're right about that. Their big one win is against UTC.
Oh, well, on the positive side, UTC did win again Saturday. They beat West Carolina.
That's good. We'll
And then-
start rooting for them.
On the negative part, Bledsoe lost in that endeavor to bring back that trophy.
I know.
Dunlap.
I know.
21-14.
But we got to mention it in all fairness, though. You know, one of our best players did not get to play that game because of the suspension from the other game. A very questionable call, I may add to that. But I mean, that does count for something. It could have, maybe it would have been a little bit different.
Well, why don't we appeal to them and let us play it over?
I know it. But of all the games, though, that they had to enforce that, it had to be the big rivalry game, you know?
Well, now,
Game, though, and it could have went either way, very evenly matched teams.
evenly matched. Okay, the SEC, out of the top 10 teams in the nation, we flounced 5 in everybody else's face. We got 5 out of the 10 spots that reside in the SEC.
Let me see if I can get them right.
All right.
Alabama,
That's
of course, and Georgia.
That's 2.
LSU,
That's 3.
Florida.
That's 4.
Who am I missing?
Starts with A.
Auburn?
Auburn.
Okay.
Those 5. Now, that's going to change this Saturday because Auburn and Florida play each other.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll quickly
Yes.
change that.
It probably won't knock them out of the top 10, though.
But it was interesting to
won't.
me that Clemson, because they played so poorly, that Alabama leapfrogged over them into number 1.
They did.
Yeah, they should have. Let me tell you,
Yeah, but Clemson still won, though.
Clemson. Let me put it this
And
way.
Clemson, beat Alabama in the national championship game.
Okay.
I think they shouldn't change that until Clemson loses.
Okay, but they played North Carolina, and North Carolina could have tied the game.
Mm-hmm.
They chose to go for 2 and didn't make it.
Yeah.
So I'm saying not that Clemson won the game 21-20. I'm saying North Carolina lost it 20-21.
Right.
Because they could have kicked the extra point and sent it into overtime. And then you got 50-50 who's going to win, I mean, the whole game has been played 60 minutes.
Wonder why the coach made that decision. You could have tied the number 1 team in the country.
If he ever writes a book, we'll read it.
Yeah. I bet some North Carolina fans were not too pleased with that decision.
I'm sure they were not. He might get the accent.
I know it.
But we've got the halves. That's those 5 up there in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got some that's not so good.
No.
Bringing up the rear of the whole caravan is Vanderbilt has not won a game.
Okay.
And Tennessee has won one and lost.
That's
3.
painful to even say. It's just painful to even say that.
No, Vanderbilt won Saturday, I think.
No, did
I think they're.
so they're tied with
Yeah, I think
us.
they will. But anyway, what bothers me is we've settled for field goals so much of the time instead of going for touchdowns that I'm afraid that our band has lost the tune to Rocky Top.
I'd say you're right. I'd say you're right.
In the SEC for the year, all of our teams together, we've won 42 ball games and lost 22. So that shows you we've got some haves and have-nots because
Absolutely.
those 5 have
are
perfect
undefeated.
records. They have perfect records.
It's the have-nots that are with the 22.
Well, you got the lesser thans that are 2-2.
True.
Then you got some that's 2-3, but you got people like Tennessee and Vanderbilt down there that's dragging you down.
That's just
But
very depressing. Very depressing.
our coach, Jeremy Pruitt,
Yeah.
he wants to add a little mystique to our season since he can't flout any wins. He's going to say, now I'm not going to tell you who I'm going to start at quarterback. So we don't know.
Maybe that'll give him an advantage against Georgia.
Georgia won't know who to get ready for.
Right.
Anyway,
Oh, by the way, is that in Athens or Knoxville? I forgot to check. Are we at Georgia or are we hosting Georgia?
I believe we're in Georgia.
Okay.
And
that makes it even more
It'll
difficult.
be at 6 o'clock our time on ESPN
Okay. Tomorrow night.
tomorrow night. The baseball playoffs started this week.
Well, how did your Dodgers do? Well, they don't have to play yet, I guess.
Yeah, they played last night.
How'd they do?
They played.
And?
They won.
Okay.
Why did you have to ask?
Oh, Mr. Conceited.
You've got it set. You had the play-ins. Washington Nationals had to play to get in, and they got in, and that's who we played last night.
Okay.
And then Tampa Bay had to play in, and they won. So the American League's got their 8 teams. We've got ours.
What about
Four.
What about Atlanta?
They played the Cards last night.
Okay. Well, how did that
Cards won
go? Ooh.
7-6.
So
it's the Cards and the Braves and the Dodgers and the Nationals, and you got the Yankees playing the Twins,
Okay.
and then you've got
Tampa Bay probably playing somebody.
Tampa Bay's playing. Let's see, Yankees and Twins. Okay, Houston's playing Tampa Bay.
Okay. Okay.
So you got 4 in each league. You got 8 teams now.
Now is it best of 5?
Best of 5.
Okay. Well, maybe the Braves can come back from that. At least it's
But now
not
when you get
over
to the
yet.
World Series, it shifts.
Best of 7, isn't it?
Best of 7.
That's what I thought.
But
So your Dodgers are up 1-0. Atlanta's down 0-1.
right.
And have the others played yet?
They'll start tonight
Okay.
or today. One of
I'm
them probably-
assuming Houston will be heavily favored against Tampa Bay
I would
since
think
they
so.
had to win a
I
play-in
would-
game.
I would
Okay.
think
Well,
so. So that's
your
four.
Dodgers have a good chance of winning it this year. I'll
They've
have
got
to
the
give
best
that to
record
you.
in baseball,
Yeah.
but that don't mean anything in a short series.
Not
3
in
out
the
of 5.
Postseason, everything changes. It really does. It's like a new season.
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
You've always got that Cinderella story.
Every time, and that's what fans want to see.
I told you back in 1954, the Cleveland Indians, back when we only played 154 games, they won 111 games for the season.
Oh,
Unheard of.
That's right.
And they were going to play the New York Giants, who got in on the last day of the season.
Kind of like Tampa Bay.
They beat the Dodgers. And so in the World Series,
Yeah.
Cleveland had 3 20-game winners. Early win, Mike Garcia and Bob Feller. And the Mets beat them 4 straight. So you cannot figure out, there's no sense to it.
No.
There's no way that the Mets should have beaten 3 20-game winners like that. But they did.
No. Wow. That's an ultimate.
And
Cinderella story.
Cleveland had already won their division. They were just coasting, letting their pitchers rest.
That's a great Cinderella story.
So I'm just saying, you have them every once in a while.
Absolutely, nearly every year. All right, well, coming up after the break, we'll have some good old Albertology coming up for you. That's coming up next right here on the Albert and Billy Show.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT AM 1110 and Channel 18 Valley TV and YouTube, Papa. He always reminds us.
I like all 3.
He just got to learn how to watch YouTube, though, right, Allie? He reminds everybody, but he don't know how to even watch it.
It would definitely help if I could watch some of our programs that I wish I could have watched.
I'm gonna sit you down and show it to you, whether you like it or not. You're gonna learn how to use YouTube. I want to thank our sponsors: Pikeville Family Dentistry, Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance, Frank, Susan, and Sadie. Don't forget about Sadie. Scotty's right here in downtown Pikeville, home of the Scotty Burger, as Papa says. The Loom, our next door neighbor, owner Judy Yates, right here on Cumberland Avenue. And also our neighbor, the Farmhouse Cafe, right here on Cumberland Avenue as well. Farm Bureau Insurance. Go see Matt Massengale and his friendly staff for all your insurance needs in South Pikeville, right by Putnam Reed Funeral Home. And the offices of Emma Boynton, Michael Walker, Lisa Wheeler. Big thank you to them. And Stars. We'll be filming there soon. We're trying to get all that worked out. But they're our newest sponsors. Just thanks to all of our sponsors. And it is time for your favorite part of the show. Albertology, even named after him, Albertology.
No, I like that trivia bit.
Yeah, I know you do. And today, wow.
Okay, these are some school sayings that I got off kids' t-shirts that I saw them wearing.
Oh, really? Oh, gosh. Let's hear it.
A teacher takes a hand,
excuse me,
opens the mind, and touches the heart.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
That's good.
I was expecting something funny, but that was good.
Well, these are not just sayings I saw, I liked, I wrote them down.
Off people's shirts, right?
Yeah. Stand up for what is right, even if you have to stand alone.
Ooh, that's good.
It's okay
Gotta
to
be
not
brave.
It's okay to not know, but not okay to not try.
Ooh, these are good.
Yeah. Okay. That's all of the sayings. Now,
okay.
Did you know? This floored me.
Oh, okay.
In 1776, the second. Well, listen to this. The Second Continental Congress placed United States instead of United Colonies as our name for our nation.
Okay.
Aren't you glad it's the United States instead of United Colonies?
Right.
That's what it was going to be.
Oh, really?
And they changed their mind.
Would have been the UCA instead of the USA.
Well, that was what it was going to be. They replaced United Colonies with the United States.
Well, they made the right decision.
They made the right decision. But had it been done then, we wouldn't have thought anything about it. That's what we'd still been going
Well, you're
by.
right. We wouldn't even known to think of.
But some
We
were
should
alone.
be sitting here saying, did you know we were almost called the United States of America?
Yeah.
Who thought of that?
What a bunch of losers, you know?
But
Why did they come up with that?
But why would you call the other states that are added colonies?
I know.
Okay.
No, I did not know to answer your question.
I did not. Did you know in 1956, Elvis Presley made the first of his 3 appearances on the Ed Sullivan Show?
I did not know.
1956,
Okay.
and he picked him up again for his 2nd appearance.
I'm sure.
Picked him up again for his 3rd
I'm surprised
appearance.
he didn't have him on there a lot more.
Well, I'm sure by then Elvis was branching out on his own. He didn't need the Ed Sullivan Show.
Good point. Good point.
Now this one is funny.
Okay.
You've heard of Whoopi Goldberg?
Oh, yeah.
Well, did you know that her real name is Karen Elaine Johnson?
I did not know.
Karen Elaine Johnson.
No word
Okay.
Goldberg either.
No. She got her name, Whoopi.
I know this one is funny.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, from farting.
Well, she couldn't control her gas on stage. And listen, the New York Times is the one that printed it and told on her, and they had it WHOPEE, and she changed it to added an I instead of the 2 E's.
Whoopee.
Whoopi.
So she used to couldn't control her gas.
Isn't that something? I read that and I thought, well, what in the world?
I've heard that before.
Well, I never had heard it before.
Did you know that one, Allie? Did you?
Did you know the
I don't care
sixth?
who you are. That's funny, folks. That's funny.
The sixth. Get your laughing out.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
This is serious.
Okay.
The sixth installment of Jurassic Park will be named Jurassic World 3.
Okay.
And it's going to star the same 3 stars from 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
They're going to use the same ones that were there 30 years ago when they started.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, the worst.
Well, it'd be about those kids were young then, so they're probably
yeah.
just 30-something or right at 40 now.
About probably 40.
Yeah.
The worst states for teachers' opportunity for it to
No, not
be a
making no
profession.
money.
For the opportunity for it to be a profession, the pensions that you're paid and all the perks and everything, these are the worst states that you could go to if you want to be a teacher.
Okay, listen up, teachers.
New Hampshire,
Really?
I wouldn't want to be there anyway.
It is a beautiful place, though.
I wouldn't want to be that far away from the south.
Okay.
Arizona,
Really? Those.
Hawaii,
I wouldn't have guessed any of those 3.
Tennessee's in here.
Oh man, I had a feeling they were. Though.
Maine, that's as far as you can go
Guess
up the northeast coast.
Beautiful place too.
Colorado, beautiful place.
Really?
Louisiana, now that's in the deep south.
Yeah.
Count these. West Virginia, that's number 7.
That's a beautiful place too, though. by
New
the way.
Mexico, beautiful state.
Yeah.
Number 8. Guess who's number 9?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I was hoping we didn't make this list.
And the District of Columbia is number 10. Now,
How is Mississippi not on there when they've
I don't
been?
understand that.
Yeah, they've been number 1 on a lot of those lists.
Alabama is not on here.
You know, Mississippi was
Georgia.
like the poorest or whatever.
Yeah.
We talked about that a few times, and then they're not on there.
They must have done something with teacher pay.
They had to have. That's
Now listen to
shocking.
this. The best states
Oh, let's hear this.
for teacher opportunity.
Okay.
Georgia is 13th.
Okay.
Now remember, we're 9th worst. They're the 13th best. Alabama comes in at number 28 as a best state.
Okay.
That's about nearly half. So if Tennessee's number 9, the worst, and Georgia and Alabama right to our south, they're in the best.
Let's
Go
see.
figure.
We'll read off where's the best at again?
Well, they just gave me this right here on the bottom.
Okay.
Alabama and Georgia.
The best states for teacher opportunity is Alaska, Pennsylvania, California, and Oregon. Georgia ranked 13th and Alabama ranked 28th. What about that? I wouldn't have thought Alaska as being
No.
the best. California,
Well, I'm sure
not
they have to
surprised.
get people to come up there.
I guess so, yeah. I guess so.
But it bothered me that Tennessee's number 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it did, but I'm not surprised because that's been a complaint for a number of years.
Well, I told you that I had a friend in California that was a substitute teacher,
Yeah, they're on the best.
and he told me after he retired, he's my age, so he's been retired for years, and he took up substitute teaching as something to do with his spare time.
Got you.
And we were just talking one night on the phone, and I said, George, what are you doing since you retired?
Yeah.
He said, well, Albert, I'm a substitute teacher. I said, you are? Yeah. I said, how many days a week do you work? He said, 5. I said, if you're going to work 5 days, why don't you just keep your job?
Exactly.
Get more pay. He said, Albert, I make $150 a day in California as a substitute teacher. I'm in the prison system. They don't care whether they learn, and I don't either.
Wow. Oh, he's doing it for the prison out there.
I don't think
somewhere.
he still is now because of
But still,
$150 a day.
5 days a week.
$750 a
Oh
week.
my God.
And his retirement and his Social Security, I think I'll go live with him.
I think you should. Dang. We need to hook up a job out there. I just need to be a substitute teacher out in Cali, apparently. Good Lord.
He's invited me out there several times.
You're crazy for not going.
California.
Beautiful place. Beautiful place.
Well,
Best weather you'll ever feel on this planet.
on this planet.
Yeah.
You think it might
It's
be
heaven
better?
on earth weather-wise.
You think it'd be better on Mars?
I don't know. This no humidity though. I loved it. No,
humidity.
you know it's so hot and humid here.
What about
None of
Hawaii?
that.
What kind? How's the weather there?
I'm sure it's great too. I'm sure. I've not made it there yet, but
People
it's on my
want to
bucket
go
list.
to. You know, Ms. Bounds always told me, Albert, when you get a chance to retire, she said you ought to move to Mexico.
They had a house.
They had
down
a
there.
house in Mexico. I
And
saw pictures.
I did too, and you know I could have went. I never got the chance to go with her. She wanted us to go to see
really?
her house in Guadalajara. I've been to Mexico, but they lived in Guadalajara, or however you say it. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing
Guadalajara.
it. Okay, and they have it has good weather too. Like we're talking about California and Hawaii. That's
I'm
why
sure.
she loved it. It was great weather.
Well, her
'Cause
main,
Mexico's very, very hot, but there it was just right.
her contention with me was, Albert, you can live so much cheaper.
That's true. It's amazing.
She said you could have.
You can have a mansion down there for dirt cheap.
And she said you could have a maid and
They did.
a waiter and all.
Yes, and they had all that.
She said for nothing.
Yes.
So
Maybe we need to.
Whenever I get-
living in Mexico.
when I get old enough to retire, that's where I'm
Right.
going.
Exactly. Well, I'll go with you.
Okay, these are some jokes.
Oh, some jokes. All right. And I want to hear some of yours this week too. You've been reading out that book long enough. We're gonna do some of yours today.
I will.
Okay.
But that lady that gives me these magazines,
Emily Howe. Hello,
Oh,
Emily.
is that her name? I
Hey,
can't remember her
Emily.
name.
I saw her at at a restaurant the other day, and it made me think of that. We do appreciate it, though, Emily.
my 3-year-old grandson asked his mother whether his younger brother used to be in her stomach. Yes, she said. How did he get there? He asked.
Yeah,
3
Emily's
years
good,
old
too.
now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you when you're a little older. Well, just tell me this, he said, concerned. Did you eat him?
And what in the world could you say
Oh,
to
mercy.
that? Not exactly.
Okay. As we drove into Traverse City, Michigan.
Traverse City.
Traverse City,
Oh,
Michigan. We were
okay.
greeted by a billboard advertising a restaurant in town.
Right.
The restaurant's claim was steaks bigger than an 8th Street pothole.
Gosh. Tells you right there you don't want to go to 8th Street in that town.
I don't believe I will. I got to remember Traverse City, Michigan.
That's right. And I wasn't meaning these jokes. I was meaning out of that other book you've been reading out of. Yeah, Emily's are good. I
Oh,
like
the
hers
little
too.
football jokes?
Yeah, yeah.
I like those.
I know
Football season.
I know you
Except
do.
for Tennessee.
Exactly. I guess that's why I'm not in the football mood, because Tennessee's not doing good, and then my favorite team is the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they're having a terrible year. So I haven't had a whole lot to get excited about.
Let's just go fishing.
I think we might as well.
I saw a T-shirt that said, "When all else fails, call Batman." Apartment life often means little privacy.
Okay.
I realized that one day when my kitten was running around my bedroom, climbing onto shelves and into the dresser as I was getting ready for work. I finally exploded at the kitten. You'd better sit down, you're getting on my nerves. A second later, a voice from upstairs said, "Okay." That is apartment life.
Yeah.
Carolyn and I lived in an upstairs
That's funny.
apartment, and we shared a bathroom with 5 other couples
Oh my
in
God.
1953.
Talk about no privacy.
No privacy.
Woo. I wouldn't like that.
I
I
didn't-
wouldn't like that at all.
I went to work at 4:32 in the afternoon, got off at 12 minutes after 2 in the morning. I got home about 2:30. She was waiting on me every night.
I bet she was.
Poor little 16-year-old girl.
I know. Look what you've done to her. Took her all the way up there.
Trick
To share a bathroom with 5 couples.
Bless her heart. And we didn't have a refrigerator, had an ice box. We had to buy ice off the street whenever a man came around selling ice. And it was hot. We had to buy a fan, no air conditioner.
Boy, they were living
I
a
don't
good
s-
life on the
I don't
house.
see the happy honeymoon, Carolyn.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that she stayed with me as long as she did. The worst part about breaking up right before Halloween is now I have to explain at every party why I'm dressed up as half a horse.
I was going to say something, but I'll be nice. I won't say it.
A woman and her husband stop at a dentist office.
Okay.
"I need a tooth pulled right away," she says. "Don't bother with the Novocaine. We're in a hurry."
Dang.
"Which tooth do you want pulled?" asked the dentist.
Yeah.
The woman shoves her husband toward the dentist and said, "Go ahead, dear, show him the tooth."
Poor guy.
Wives are mean, aren't they?
That's pretty mean right there. He don't need no Novocaine. Just get that tooth out of him.
We're in a hurry.
We're in a hurry.
A patient, well, I mean, no. Okay, here you go. A patient tells a psychiatrist that he's convinced there's somebody living under his bed. "You visit me for 3 days a week, and I'll charge you $300 a visit, and you'll be cured," said the psychiatrist.
Be cured. Okay.
Cured.
Okay.
3 days a week, $300 a visit, you'll
Good.
be cured. The price tag is a little rich for the patient, so he
yeah.
says, "Well, I'll think about it." 6 months later,
Goodness.
the two meet on the street,
Yeah.
and the psychiatrist remembered him. He says, "Why didn't you come in to see me about those fears you had that you were having?" asked the psychiatrist.
Yeah.
"Because a bartender cured me for $10. "How?" "He told me to go home and saw the legs off my bed." Don't see anything under your bed.
You won't see it then, will you? That serves that doctor right. He's going to rip him off.
This is a Catholic priest.
Okay.
A trooper pulls over a priest and immediately smells alcohol on his breath. The next thing he notices is an empty wine bottle in the passenger seat.
He could have said, "Communion, man, communion."
"Have you been drinking?" the officer asked. "Just water," says the
Just-
priest. "Then why do I smell wine?" The priest looks at the bottle and he shouts, "Good Lord, he's done it again." I really like that one.
That's a good one. That's the best one so far.
Oh, mercy.
It's a miracle.
All the baby books tell you that infants need to eat every 2 or 3 hours. But what they fail to mention is that this behavior continues until the child turns 18 and moves out of your house.
They leave that part out, don't they?
Never say never. This is from a collection of quotes.
Okay, so these are they jokes though?
Yeah.
Okay. Never say never, folks. Let's
Never
hear it.
give up your seat for a lady. That's how I lost my job as a bus driver. A bus driver. Never, under any circumstances, take a sleeping pill and a laxative at the same time.
Oh my God! A sleeping pill and a laxative at the same time. Yeah, that would be really stupid.
You got
a lot of trouble.
Never answer. Now this is by Yogi Berra.
Okay.
Never answer in an anonymous letter. Never keep up with the Joneses. Drag them down to your level. It's cheaper.
There you go. There you go.
Never get annoyed if your neighbor plays music at 2 in the morning.
Why not?
Call him at 4 and tell him how much you enjoyed it.
There you go.
Call him at 4.
Oh, I got it, boss.
Now, Will Rogers said this.
Who did?
Will Rogers.
Okay.
He got killed in I told this once before today.
Today you did?
He got killed in 1935.
Mm-hmm.
That was the year I was born.
Mm-hmm.
He said when the car was invented that we had to wait 100 years before we thanked Mr. Ford for introducing the automobile because we wanted to wait that long to see what it did to our society.
Oh, okay.
But when aviation came on the scene, he embraced it.
He did?
And he and Wally Post are on a flight from Oklahoma, where he lived, to Alaska.
Oh, okay.
They had made a pit stop somewhere, and then they were on their last leg. And the plane had a crash, and it killed them both.
Oh.
They went to tell his wife in Oklahoma that Will is dead. Oh, no, not my husband. They said, yes, Will got killed in a crash. No, not my husband. Will's not dead. They said, honey, your husband got killed in a plane crash.
Right.
She said, he can't be dead. And finally they said, well, why not? She said, I love him too much.
Oh.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right in the middle of jokes. Way to go, Papa.
I'm sorry.
We're going to have people laughing then crying.
A patient came to
You're in rare form today.
A patient came to the hospital with a burned right hand.
Oof,
as the doctor took down his medical history, he asked the injured man, do you smoke? Yeah, a pack and a half a day, said the patient. Concerned, the doctor told him, you should consider quitting. Oh, it's okay, said the patient. I smoke with my left hand. That's wrong.
That's pretty good right there.
Hundreds of Indian passengers were stuck aboard a train for 2 hours after the conductor abandoned his post. Turned out he was hot, so we went home to take a cold shower. That's not good. My boss arrived at work in a brand new Lamborghini.
Dang, that boss is making some money.
I said, that's an amazing car.
Sure is.
He replied, if you work hard, put all your hours in, and strive for excellence, I'll get another one next year.
That's a low blow right there.
You just do all the work, I'll get the benefit.
I'll reap the rewards from it. Yeah.
A college girl was visiting my farm and noticed the ring in our bull's nose. And she asked, did you put that ring in his nose, or was he born that way?
Shoot. She's an idiot.
These are the best ones I've seen in Reader's Digest in a long time.
Yeah, those were good.
They're really good. A 4-year-old said, can we get a kitten? And the mom says, I'm allergic. We can't be in the same house. The 4-year-old said, well, you could sleep outside.
There you go. I knew that was coming.
Did you?
Yeah, I can just tell the way that was set up.
A husband and wife who own a circus walk into an adoption agency looking to adopt a child. Are you sure the circus is the best place for a child? Asked the social worker. I mean, all those dangerous animals,
Right.
the constant traveling.
There you go.
The animals were trained, said the wife. And we have a state-of-the-art 55-foot motorhome that is equipped with a large nursery.
Good point.
How will you educate your child? We've arranged for a full-time tutor to teach all the regular subjects as well as Mandarin and computer programming, said the husband.
Wow.
And the nanny is certified in pediatric care,
Well, they're on it.
child
then.
welfare, and nutrition, the wife adds. The social worker is impressed.
I'm impressed so far.
Well, you do seem to be perfect. What age were you looking to adopt? The husband said that this doesn't really matter the age as long as they fit in the canon.
I'm assuming they didn't leave with the kid.
Don't matter the age.
I'd say that social worker said, well, y'all don't need a child. 3 more, Papa.
Two regulars
You
are.
better get to one of yours.
You want me to?
We just got 3 more.
Okay.
But those were good. Now, those were real good.
All right.
Good job, Miss Emily.
This exercise has been suggested for seniors my age to build
Okay.
muscle strength in the arms and shoulders. You start doing it 3 days a week. Here's what you do.
Oh,
You begin by standing on a comfortable surface where you have plenty of room at each side. You, with a 5-pound potato sack in each hand, you extend your arms straight out from your sides and hold them there as long as you can.
God.
Try to reach a full minute,
Okay.
then relax. Each day you'll find that you can hold this position for just a little bit longer
Yeah.
after you build up your strength. After a couple of weeks, move to a 10-pound potato sack, then a 50-pound,
From
and
10 to
eventually
50?
try to get to where you can lift a 100-pound potato
Dang.
sack in each hand and hold your arms straight out for a full minute. And after you feel confident at that level, put 1 potato in each sack.
Oh, shoot. I wasn't expecting that.
No, I'm
That
sure
was
you weren't.
good.
I'm sure you weren't. All right.
We're getting not there over. You already getting a good crowd out here. Looks like for the fall festival. Seeing lots of people walk by our studio here,
They don't. We
listening
don't.
to us out on the speaker.
Does this go outside? Mm-hmm. What?
Yep.
Okay. Bears in the woods.
Bears in the woods.
Roger is rambling.
Get you a drink of water before you
I brought the water to
start.
drink.
Yeah, that's what it's there for, is to drink.
Roger is rambling in the woods one day when a bear chases him up a tree,
Not good.
a really tall tree. The bear starts to climb the tree also, so Roger climbs a little higher, and the bear climbs down and goes away.
Lucky for
Roger starts to climb down the tree when suddenly the bear reappears, and this time he has an even bigger bear with him.
Oh, not lucky for Roger.
The 2 bears climb up the tree, and the bigger bear going higher than the other bear went first.
Oh,
But Roger climbs even higher, so the bears can't reach him. They eventually go away.
okay.
Relieved, Roger's sweating, and he finally starts down the tree
Say
again.
so.
But suddenly the 2 bears return, and this time
They got a third one.
Roger knows he's in big trouble because each bear is carrying a beaver with him.
They're gonna get Roger. one way or
Roger's
the
gone,
other.
buddy. He's goner.
He is a goner.
Okay, this is the Van Gogh family. You remember? You wouldn't remember. Vincent Van Gogh was a great artist.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've heard
Vincent
that name.
Van Gogh.
Vincent
Got it?
Van Gogh. Got it.
It has recently come to light that Vincent Van Gogh had a really large family.
Okay.
Among his lesser-known relatives, there was the really obnoxious brother, Please Go.
Please go.
There was the brother who worked.
Please go, Van Gogh.
There was the brother who worked at a convenience store. Stop and go.
Stop.
There was a constipated uncle. Can't go.
Good old can't go, Van Gogh.
And then there was a prune-loving uncle. Gotta go. Oh, mercy.
Can't go and gotta go.
Oh, mercy. And
I feel bad for both of them.
he had a dizzy aunt, vertigo.
Sure.
Carolyn had vertigo.
Yeah.
Oh, me. There was the niece who traveled the country, Winnebago.
This is crazy.
And then, oh, mercy. There was an aunt who taught positive thinking. Way to go.
Way to go.
And then this was the last one, thank God. He had an uncle that was a magician. Mm-hmm. Where did he go?
Where'd he go, Van Gogh?
Oh, mercy.
That was good. That was good. That was a perfect one to end it on. I felt bad for old gotta go and can't go. Well, thanks for listening to us, folks, as always, here on WUAT Radio. And thanks for watching us on Channel 18 Valley TV and YouTube. We appreciate all of you guys. And we will see you next week. Be sure to watch. It'll be some fall festival stuff going on. You'll get to see us judge these contests. And you'll get to see me getting dunked in the dunk booth. So
watch that.
Yeah, I'm sure. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, so long, folks.
See you later.